Hello there, my name is Edwin and I'm going to be showing you how to display a map using the ArcGIS API for JavaScript. So in this tutorial, I'm hoping you have basic understanding of HTML, CSS and JavaScript programming languages, since those are the three languages we're going to be using in this tutorial. So you're going to need an IDE and a web browser, preferably the Visual Studio Code IDE, but you can use any IDE of your choice. Okay, the first step you're going to take is to create an ArcGIS Online developer account. So open your browser, search for ArcGIS Online, choose the first option, choose sign in, and then choose create an account. Scroll to the bottom and select create an ArcGIS developer account. Don't choose ArcGIS public account because we need an ArcGIS developer account, as it will give us an API key which we're going to use to request data from the ArcGIS API for JavaScript. So choose ArcGIS developer account, fill the form with the necessary details. Okay, and don't forget to click to agree to the terms right here, and then create the developer account. After that, just sign in with the email and password you just created, and then just sign in. It is going to take you to the dashboard. The dashboard will have the default API key, which is automatically generated once you create the account. You can unhide and hide it, okay, just like that. But don't expose this API key, especially if you're building a production ready web application. Don't expose it. Make sure you hide it. Anyway, as for now, just copy it, and don't try to use this API key because I'm going to delete it, so it won't work. So just use your own. So just copy the API key because you're going to use it later. Okay, then scroll to the bottom and choose ArcGIS API for JavaScript. Okay, when you get here, go to the tutorials, maps and scenes, and choose display a map. Okay, now what we're going to make is we resemble something like this, okay, but when you're here, you're gonna need to copy two links, okay, the style sheet link and the script link right here, which is going to load the necessary requirements for you to use the API. So after this, head over to your IDE of your choice. I'm going to be using Visual Studio Code again. Okay, so just open a folder or create a new folder. Call it ArcGIS API or JavaScript. Okay, open it. In this folder, you're going to make 3 files. You're going to create 3 files, which is index.html, a CSS file, and a JavaScript file. Okay. In the index.html, just if you're using Visual Studio Code, just hold Shift and press 1, and then press Enter. It is going to create a HTML boilerplate for you to use. Okay, so after this, go to your main.js file and create a constant variable, which you're going to call it API key, and in it you're going to store the API key which you just copied from your dashboard. Okay, make sure you paste it there. After that, now go back to your index. No, just come here first and copy this to the style sheet and the script tag. Copy them and paste them at the top. Okay, and please paste them at the top, especially the script tag right here. Paste it at the top and not at the bottom. If you paste it at the bottom, it won't work. Paste it at the top, and then come here and then link our custom style sheet. Sorry, custom style sheet like that, and then right here at the bottom, right here at the bottom, just paste and bring in your JavaScript bar. Okay, now so let's create a simple nav bar. Let's just call it my maps. Okay, let's just call it that. And then after that, with a div where you're going, where your map is going to be showed, and give it an ID, probably map, or you can just call it my map or our map, or anything you choose. Okay, after this, let's let me show you how the page looks like. So I'm going to open it with live server, and for now it looks like this. It's nothing much, so let's customize it a little bit to make it more appealing. Come to the style sheet. Let's make some global rules. Margin of 0, padding of 0, and the box sizing of border box. After this, let's style the navigation bar with a background color of civic blue, and the color is white. This is going to be a text color with a font size of 1.1 rand and a height of maybe 8 viewport height, width, and 100% up. You can just leave it like that. It will default to 100% width. Okay, now let's customize the div right here, which is where your map is going to appear. Let's give a height of this one will be 100 viewport height minus 8 viewport height. That will be into 92 VH and a width of 100%. Okay, so now let's see how it looks like. It will look something like that. Okay, so how about okay, it is not visible. This div is not visible because of the color. So let me show you what it looks like. Let's give a background color of red like that, and now you see that there is a 92 viewport height and 100% width. But let's get rid of that for now. Let's go to our JavaScript file now. Okay, so here the first thing you need to do is to load the modules. Okay, so now require, you're going to require an S3 config. Okay, and make sure they're strings. Okay, and then S3 module, then S3 map view. Okay, so it will be in views and then map view like that. Okay, after that, create a function passing the parameters as these three modules we just loaded up here. So we're going to call the first one as S3. You can call them anything you want, but just to make sure you don't confuse them, just call them as the names appear up here, so that to avoid a lot of confusion. Second one, it's called map, and the third one is map view. Okay, then inside here, thing we're going to do is we're going to pass in the API key using the s3config parameter, and then API key is equals to, and then the variable right here, like that. Okay, and then we're going to need to create a map object, which is going to be the new map object, and then in this object we're going to pass in basemap. Okay, basemap. For this one I'll use the dark gray. Yes, it looks really good in the dark mode. Okay, don't use a semicolon, right? Okay, and then we're going to create now the map view. Okay, create a new map view object. Okay, like that. And if you're keen, you'll notice that the objects we're creating here are the same as the ones we passed in the parameters in this functions parameter right here, and then there's still the modules we imported at the top here. So in this map view object, we're going to pass in the map object we just created up here. So the map, like that, and then we're going to create the center to specify the center. So when the map loads, where do you want the center of the map to be? So you're going to pass in a list, no, an array of coordinates. Okay, the first value of the array is going to be a longitude, and the second one is going to be a latitude. In this case I use these coordinates, and then we're going to specify the zoom level. Let me use 10, and then we're going to specify the container which the base map is going to be loaded into, which is the div right here, the div. So you can just pass in the ID as it is as a string. Okay, like that. Okay, and I think we're good. Let's see if there's a map right here, and there you go. There's your map. You can zoom in, you can zoom out. See, it's very detailed, like that. Okay, just some tip. Okay, just some tip. If you can load you can specify the container this way by passing in the name of the ID, or you can port it like this. So you can say constant if is equals to document element by ID, and then specify the ID map, and then here you percent the default. It will still see, it will still. Okay, now that's all for now, and I'm going to upload all this code to my GitHub. So please, if you need it, I'm going to leave a link in the description with all the link to GitHub with all this source code if you need to go through it on your own. Okay, thank you.